Before starting the video, here is a quick spin to our surprise giveaway to Asia and NA server players who followed the giveaway program. If you also want to take part in my next surprise giveaway, then comment your in-game name in the server you are playing in. I am doing giveaway in Asia and NA server only for now, so hurry up and win your prizes. To claim the prize, I will email you in-game and give access to my private island where you can claim your prize from a chest. Congratulations to all the winner to win the Spectral Direboar as a first prize because this is the best escape mount, and second prize is Direwolf because it is the best chasing mount. Okay, now back to the video. Hello guys, welcome to Beginner Guide, but this will be another guide to knowing Albion Online game. And I am sorry to say that you will have to wait for an escape guide from Ganker's video. But rest assured, I am making that video too. But for now, let's go back to the basic of the game to help new players. So you download the game, you play the tutorial, and you finished your tutorial. Now, what to do in Albion Online when you just finished your tutorial? Because the game has so many activities that it is almost impossible to do all those activities daily. I won't say do this or that because that will make your gaming experience not so enjoyable. And this video is to show the game only so that you will save your time for other activities in the game. And I want you to learn everything while enjoying the game. And that is what I'm going to do in this guide. I will only explain the whole activities and icons that are shown in the game. So, after you finish your tutorial, you will have an option to choose between 5 different locations in the map. Now rest assured and don't panic, you can choose wherever you want because these locations are a starter town, which means it is still a tutorial. Also, these 5 locations are near to their 5 main cities, and you can always travel to these 5 cities. Join their faction, which means joining as the soldier of that city, and you can always change your faction anytime if you want. So no big deal there. Now, after you arrive to the starter town, you will see a big question mark guy, which will give you a 3 days premium, and listen very carefully. Please, you should not activate it for now until you are ready to choose what you will be doing. A 3 days premium is enough to earn more than 10 million silvers in the game, which can be further used for making more silver in the game. So, what do premium do in the game? You can check the premium perks from right corner. These bonuses are the best way to earn more silver in the game. Now back to Starter Town. Do not activate premium, okay? Good. So in Starter Town, you already know how to open Minimap, so go to Minimap, and you will see different shops and a big chest in the middle. That big chest is your bank where you will deposit your loots or belongings to make it safe. Also, you can find these banks in all cities in the game. And what you should know is that the loots you stored in the first A city will not be available in second city Bank B. Bank A will store what you store in Bank A, that's all. Now, there's nothing important to do in Starter Town, which is just a Tier 2 Blue Zone map. So you can just go to the main city, you can just continue your path, open world map and find you location and go to the main city for now. Now, after arriving at the main city, again, see the mini map and you will now see lots of icons that will surely confuse you if you are new. But do not panic. It's just a bigger version of that starter town, nothing more. All the white colors icons you see in the mini map with different images are just shops where you can craft many things like you did in the tutorial island. From skins to hide, wood to planks, fibers to cloth, and refined resources to armors and weapons, foods, potions, and so on that are craftable in the game. So you can say that these is the first role or activity in the game that you can choose to be in the game. A hard-working good crafter. As a starter, there are things that you cannot craft. I mean to say, you should not craft, which is food and potions. The white icon with potions and foods icons are that shops. And they are for intermediate players who have started to earn their silver to get premium and have their own personal island. And yes, you can buy your personal island too, but it will need at least 7 days premium and silver to buy your personal island, which is why beginner players should not need to worry about it. Just master the basic and that's it. So, the next thing you will see in the map is the icon with a hammer in it. And that is the city market where you can buy weapons and armors, mount, foods, potions, almost everything that is available in the game, and 90% of those goodies are crafted by players. Amazing, right? And yes, all the shops that are white color icon you see in the mini-map are also owned by the players. It sucks, right? But it is a big politics, and that's not going to change soon. So, back to the guide again. The blue portal icon is an expedition portal, which is a beginner-friendly PvE dungeon, and drops sigils, which is also a material to craft something in-game. I do not recommend you to waste your 3 days premium in the expedition. Overall, the simplest thing about Albion is that all the drops or things that you will gain in the game are for fames, which is like an XP in the game, and for silver, which is the currency of the game. Fame and silver, nothing more. Albion Online is just about fame and silver. Just joking. But the main goal in the game is to earn silver. Another thing is the icon with a scrap metal image near your bank or market. And it is a rune table where you can enchant your weapons or craft artifacts. Beginners should only enchant their weapons to point 1, only for example 4.1, and should only play with tier 4 gears as a starter. New players, do not worry about artifacts weapons, because even though it sounds amazing and cool, it is just a piece of tool that you can buy anytime or craft yourself. No rush there, artifacts are not going anywhere. So, icon with a rectangle table is a repair shop, which are for upgrading your quality of your weapon. Again, beginner players do not upgrade your weapons to masterpiece to make it look cool. It's a waste of silver. When I was a starter, I did make a 4.3 masterpiece, and it was not an endgame that I learned when playing the game. And later, I came to know that it was just a piece of crap that will get looted by other guys. So it really got looted. Now, icon with a mountain and a sea is where you can buy your personal island or guild island. And still, it can only access after buying a minimum of 7 days premium. You can buy when you can afford monthly premium from the game. So no rush. It's not like Player Island will give you free silver. It takes dedication, which can be done later in the game. So now icon with a rocket launcher is a vanity store where you can buy mount skins, avatar, and so on from different coins, which can be achieved from different methods. No need to look there for now. Now, if you go to a red flag icon, that is an arena where you can safely practice fight. New player not recommended there to waste 3 days premium. A golden color compass is your Uber driver, which will take you to any other city you want. Now you will see that there are now 6 cities in the map. Wow, right? But just leave the middle red city named Caerleon for now. Not beginner-friendly city. So interesting thing is, except middle red city Caerleon, you can travel other city while wearing gears with a fee, and when traveling red city Caerleon, you should be naked, because it is the city of Bandit, and Bandit are always naked. Just kidding. The reason behind is the Albion market known as Black Market, which is the best source of silver in the game, and it is very risky. So no Caerleon for new players. Stay out of it. Another thing in the minimap is the flag that match with the city color like yellow, green, white, purple, blue. Those are the faction enlistment flag, which will make you the personal knight of that city. Yay, I can become an honorable knight. Yes? Good. So, faction flag can be activated whenever you go to that faction enlist icon and flag yourself with that flag, and you earn the points when doing faction-related activities. Faction flag will not be activated in Black Zone, so it's boring, I know. And to deactivate the flag, you can always click the small icon at the right of your avatar to make it blue again. So, now these are the basic of the city and faction. Now, in which city you should start your journey, because there are 6 cities in the map, and all these cities may have their own benefit, right? To decide where you can start your game, you need to know what you want to do in the game. If you want to gather resources and do better in gathering, then you can start your journey with the Bridgewatch City, because among 5 resources, skin fiber, stones, woods, and ore, skins have the best value and skins are the best resources for beginner gatherer. Already made a video explaining about that. If you want to play as a knight of the city and do faction, which will also improve your PvP journey then, you can join the stronger city to do faction activities in safe zones. If you are confident enough, you can join Lethal Zone Faction War 2. But remember that, you will need to reach certain fame to enable the faction, and it is not that hard. So back to the faction information. Faction points are also one of the good resources for beginner players to earn silver safely. It is always profitable when doing faction activities. Now to check which city to faction flag, you can find which is stronger in your server. You can check the faction warfare overview and see which have the highest point. After that, start joining their faction and do your faction point collection activity from now on. Still, 3 days premium is not needed for the faction war. If you have activated the 3 days premium, do other things like camps, dungeons, and gathering. Now, if you want to be a crafter in the game in future, because crafter has the best potential to make more silver in the game, then you can choose the Bridgewatch City for skin resources, which are the profitable ones. Skins are also used for crafting, and you can always start from skinning in the Bridgewatch as a new player. Again, going for the Cerulean is not recommended for new players because it involves lethal activities where you can die and lose your gears, and do not go to red zones and black zones yet. Now, for players who want to start from Fort Sterling, it has the best faction mount, and it is one expensive mount too. So therefore, you can start from Fort Sterling Faction Knight to unlock Winter Bear in the future. But again, even if you are faction flagged in Fort Sterling, you can always gather resources in Bridgewatch City maps for skins or other maps for skins. Now, lots of new players will get a guild invitation, and you can have your choice in there. But I highly recommend players to join guild after using the 3 days premium if you really want to join guilds. Sometimes a good guild will make it easier for you to learn all the activities in the game, which can be so much benefit for you. Just check if those guilds have a tax or not, and that's all. Now, while joining guild, you can choose from any maps you like, and you can faction wherever the guild is located. Now you know which map to go, right? So what about Martlock and Thetford City? Are they not beginner-friendly maps? To be honest, it doesn't matter where you choose to go. I just started my Albion Online from Bridgewatch, changed lots of city faction during my game, and it never mattered to me because I am not a dedicated faction flag payer, and I have my own ways to earning silver. City does not increase your silver, it's just there to divide players and to have faction war. So, if you want to have fun with your guild or friend in Thetford, then yes, that will be your city, and you can earn same silver or more silver than a player that flagged in Bridgewatch. The most important thing for a new player in Albion is what's the main goal you want in the game. And obviously, it's the fun, enjoyment. To be simple, it's not decided in the first day. So follow your instinct and go gather resources or PvE dungeons, PvP corrupted dungeons, kill mobs, clear mobs, and so on. Find what makes you excited and do that. Do not do this to be rich in Albion Online, or do that in the Albion. Unless you haven't activated your 3 days premium, you can try different activities in the game. Just find your enjoyment in the game. Oh, a quick reminder to look what weapons are available and what can be craftable in the game. You can see the Destiny board, which will show all the progress of your account. It will show when you will unlock high-tier weapons and armors, and what skills it will unlock, and so on. Now, after you finally start to learn the basic of the game, and you know what you should do, go and activate your 3 days premium. But remember that 3 days premium should be used wisely. And now, just to make a simple outline, here are the activities that I recommend players to do when they activate 3 days premium in safe zones only. Number 1 is gathering and refining. Second is the dungeons and camps, including solo boss lairs for fame and loots. Third is solo mists, where you can clear camps and find abbeys and find rare beasts. And that's all. Now, for the final tips for new players in Albion Online, do not focus on more than 3 PvE weapons in the early game. If possible, only focus on 1 PvE weapon and do fame farm in that weapon. I already explained in the previous videos on how to level up your favorite weapon solo. Another tips is to join a good guild that are active, and you can go lethal zones with them too, or doing a safe zone world boss, which is the best thing to do with guild. So overall, these are the basic of the Albion Online game, and if you want to progress in one specific activity, you can find other beginner guides in my channel, which is just for you. I hope you will enjoy my beginner guide videos and support my channel. I will bring more guides in coming days. Till then, enjoy the game, have a good day, and peace out.